Hi, it's Barry. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have part one of the Cloth and Paper Black Friday sale. My best advice. This will be my 5th Black Friday sale with Cloth and Paper, and I've got lots of hacks for you. So let's get started. As I mentioned, this will be my 5th Black Friday sale with Cloth and Paper, and I want to really give you my best advice for being successful at the sale. Last year, I did a review that included all of the year's prior sales and some information about those. I'll link that up here in case you missed that. I want to review what happened last year because it will help us prepare for this year. So last year, the Black Friday sale started at 5 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day, and it was 20% off. You didn't need any code or anything. And people who were of the status icons and legends got early access. We got an email and we could go in early, very early, and shop at our leisure without being stressed out about things selling out. If you're not sure of your status or how to determine your status, it's really very simple. If you're logged in to Cloth and Paper, you're going to go up to account. Scroll down, and under all of your orders, it'll say hi to you and tell you how many Lux Bucks you have. You can redeem now, you can look at your rewards history, but you most likely will not use any Lux Bucks during the Black Friday sale. You can only use one coupon code, and the freebie and the discounts, those count. You can use them later, and you will be gaining Lux Bucks during the Black Friday sale to use later. What you're going to do is scroll down, and then you get to the C&P VIP tiers, and it will show you your current status by highlighting. You can see the different levels, and then you can also see that you have different benefits at the different levels to help you earn more Lux Bucks. If you are really close to Icon and you want to make an order in order to get the early access, feel free to use my code BARRY10 to get 10% off. We've all had the unfortunate experience during a limited release of getting that one particular item that we must have in our cart, getting all the way to checkout, and it gets pulled out before we can check out. It's very disappointing. I want to give you my top 3 tips for how to be successful during one of those releases. It's highly likely we're going to have that experience during this Black Friday sale. The first thing to do is, if you're on a computer, and I do believe that a computer is the best way to do a limited release purchase, but if you only have a mobile device, use your mobile device. Try to be on good high-speed internet. Close all your applications other than the browser that you need open. In your browser, close other windows, especially one that's running like Facebook or something else in the background, YouTube, where you don't want resources pulled. You want just to have Cloth and Paper open. Number 3, make sure you're logged into Cloth and Paper. Make sure you're logged into PayPal if that's the way you're going to pay. If you're going to use a credit card, make sure you have the card number somewhere so that you can do a copy paste really quickly instead of having to go look up the number. And then be ready on the computer or your mobile device so you're sure everything's ready to go, and then be able to refresh right when the sale starts. In the past, things like clips have sold out. Now, at the Black Friday sale, we also got a freebie, and it was free as long as you made a $75 or greater purchase. And with all the new items coming up, that probably is not a difficult thing to do. However, you really need to plan, because I'm going to show you what the rest of the days were like, and then I'll give you my advice on how to plan for all of that. So last year, a freebie for Black Friday was a mini-shaped sticker set in Avant-Garde, which is black, transparent, and you can be sure that I got that. On a lot of the freebies, you could also purchase them, and so on subsequent days, I did add an extra of some of the things that were important to me. There were circle sticky note sets, palette volume 2E, and you just had to add it to your cart, and it was while supplies lasted, again with $75 purchase. And the following day, the freebie was the semicircle sticky notes in Avant-Garde, again black for Black Friday. And this girl loves it because I want everything in black. And then there were the arrow sticky notes in Avant-Garde, and it was just getting exciting, and that was Sunday. And then Monday, it was the domed sticky notes. These were some great things that you could add to your stash. For your planning pleasure, here's what we know about the schedule so far for this year. One of the things that I see a lot of people worrying about is going crazy with their budget. That's an important thing to think about. You don't want to go crazy with this if you don't have the money to be able to purchase it. One thing that I would suggest is start today. Go through all of your stuff and destash on some of the BSTs. You probably have extra covers, all kinds of things. We all go through so many transitions and have things that we're no longer using, but that somebody else might want. And if you can sell some of those things prior to the sale, you'll feel much more comfortable when purchasing some new items. There have been a lot of sneaks already, but I'm sure it's only the tip of the iceberg. You've got the wonderful cover in fossil, and it's also going to be in black. And with that comes a new eclipse. And this eclipse is the one that is in the black contour that we got in a recent box. It will be in fossil, which is pretty exciting because it's going to match that planner. CP Petite is pretty important with this sale. These things are already in the shop. The cover, the notable dashboard, and the task inserts in CP Petite size. What is not in the shop yet, but will be in the shop, are smaller clear discs to go with it, which is really exciting because really gigantic discs on something this petite, not the greatest, in my opinion. If you're not familiar with this size, I have a video which I'll link up here so that you could take a look at that. But it is really almost identical to A6. So it's really, there's a good amount of room to write in it, and I think it's just a great size. And also there are inserts that you can add to this, such as dot grid and graph. So there's plenty that you can use to put it together. And then you've got those new planners in fossil and in black to slip this into. Pretty exciting. So what do you do about the minimum amount? On the first day, that might not be a problem, but it might be a problem on other days where you want to get the freebie and the freebie is really important to you. Here's my suggestion. If I'm going to get a 20% discount, or whatever the discount may be, we don't know yet, that's when I want to buy my supplies. There are things that I know I'm going to use during the year. If you have the funds to be able to do it now, it's a great time to stock up on things. So some of the things that I would advise, well, if you are a current subscriber or were a subscriber when this was released, the overview dashboard, it's really pretty inexpensive, and I have it in every one of my planners. I just love this, because it's very minimal, and I love the white writing. But I always stock up on the side tab dividers and the top tab dividers in multiple sizes that I use. So I'll be stocking up on those, and covers. And I like to have multiples of these things. And I also stock up on task planner sheets because I use these for so many purposes. I use them for my to-do list, but I also just use them for taking notes or project information. They're just great. And the other one that I use a lot are the meeting notes. I find them really great for Zoom meetings, in-person meetings, also pre-planning. If you don't have one of these balance notebooks, it's great to get for a gift item because you can pair this with a pen for under $20 and have a nice gift. And who wouldn't want something like that? You've got the nice cover, you've got the dashboard, and then you've got dot grid. And it's in the A5 size, so it can slip into any A5 folio. If you're pairing it with a pen, of course, you all know I love the Kokio. Recently, really loving the exam pen. I'll have everything linked below. You have to just go into the description. I know that during the holidays, something that has happened to me before is somebody stops by and unexpectedly they have a gift for you and you were not planning on that. So I actually take things like this and have them wrapped and ready just in case I'm in that situation. Just to have a few for during the year, because you never can tell if you need a gift for somebody. So these are some ways that I get to the minimum, but I also am taking advantage of the discount and saving myself money at the same time. One of the things I wanted to mention is why I like to get the clear covers and the cleared dividers and those inserts that I showed you before, to have them handy. For me, I like to have a lot of slim books as opposed to things that are really, really chunky. I know some of you love to chunk up your planner. That's not me, but I do like to have specific use planners. And to be honest, I have probably started putting these together at 11 or 12 o'clock at night in almost all occasions, because for some reason that's when I get a creative spurt of energy. So if you have those supplies handy and some discs, you're all set. So at this point, it would be a great idea to go and inventory what you have and what you might need coming up in the future, just so that you can see some things and be ready for your planning. I also like to keep a list of things I don't need. I'm doing a fairly substantial giveaway for Black Friday. The details are being sent to my email subscribers in the next 2 days. If you're not already subscribed, there is a link in the description below. Make sure that you confirm your email address to complete your subscription. Wondering what you're looking forward to most on Black Friday? Leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure you subscribe, because I have at least 2 more videos for Black Friday coming after this one. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time around.